Our Computex 2019 coverage is made possible thanks to Corsair, Patriot, EK, Typtra and Viper Gaming. Hey everyone, Andy Ruffell from eTechnics.com, and today marks a very special day at Computex 2019. We're here with Corsair, and as you can see behind me, we see the launch of the Hydro X series. So what is this all about? Well, I'm actually going to be showing you in a few days' time when we have our, I guess, official launch video where we've actually built up a system using all of this stuff. But I just want to talk through kind of what we actually have here. So this is the first time that Corsair have really dabbled into the whole custom loop side of things. So we've got everything that you need from start to finish. So we've got our GPU blocks, we've got our pump res combos, we've got our CPU blocks, we've got tubing, fittings, radiators, absolutely everything that you're going to need. So starting with the GPU blocks. As you can see, they do feature addressable RGB lighting. The ones that I've actually got back at the office are for the RTX 2080 and 2080 Ti, and as you can see, they do look absolutely amazing. Now, the thing that I like about these the most is the thermal pads that generally from other brands you'd have to cut to size to fit your card are already pre-applied, and there is thermal paste already pre-applied as well. Really, really nice and lovely to kind of see, you know, for novice users who I guess want to sort of move into the custom loop kind of realm, but you know, maybe don't quite know what they're doing. The thermal pads are probably the longest process of actually doing it, cutting it down to size. You get it. If you've dealt with it before, you'll know exactly what I'm saying. In terms of the CPU blocks, so they do actually have two of these, one for Threadripper and the HEDT sort of on the Intel side, so X299, and then another slightly smaller model for 1150X and AM4. You can actually tell the difference with these with the colours, so we've got kind of the silvery grey colour and then the black as well. In terms of the pump res combo, as you can see, we have everything all in one unit, and it does give you actually different kind of abilities for mounting it. So it does come with all the mounts as standard when you do buy the unit, and it does feature a D5 pump. Now, I did actually ask the question if it is a real D5, because we know that some brands have kind of done, I guess, a fake D5, shall we say, but from what we're told, the D5 in this is actually manufactured by the company who own Liang, so it is a real D5 with PWM control. As you can appreciate, just like with the GPU block, there is addressable RGB lighting on the pump res combo as well as on the CPU block. Fitting wise, there's various colours, so we've got the silver and we've also got the gold. There is white and black as well, and probably at a later date we will start seeing, you know, various other colours hitting the market. In terms of the fittings, you know, we've got our usual kind of 90-degree fittings, 45s. We've got the compression fittings. We have everything for hardline as well as sort of soft tubing. So depending on, you know, the route that you want to go down, there's kind of something for everyone. In terms of fluids, the fluid that I've actually got at home is just the clear one, but you know, there's nothing stopping you putting dyes into it to get a different colour. But from what we can see here, it looks like they're trying to cater for that as well. Obviously, when it does come to water cooling, there is kind of a way of, I guess, you know, bringing lots more products to market as time goes on. So we will see, like I say, different colour fittings, different styles of maybe, you know, CPU blocks, GPU blocks for a variety of different products. So yeah, if we actually look over here, you can see there's a variety of different fittings. So like I say, different colours, different angles, everything from your hardline to soft tubing as well, and yeah, they do sell all the tubing and everything as well. So this is all launching today. Radiator wise, we've got everything from sort of your 240mm all the way up to a 480mm. These are the coolants as well, so various colours: red, green, blue, purple and the clear. The build that I've done, which I believe the video is going live on the 6th of June, does feature the clear fluid, and the build actually came out really, really nice, so using it on an open air test bench. So definitely look forward to that video. As we move over here, you can see the various GPU blocks. So this is what I was actually explaining when it comes to the thermal pad. So you can see that everything is kind of pre-applied for you, including the thermal paste. This is definitely going to help, I guess, novice users out. Someone who hasn't maybe, you know, really dealt with this side of moving into the custom loop realm. This is just, I guess, taking one of the tricky things out of the equation. In terms of the GPU blocks, you can see we've got the Xd5 Rgb, and then there's the other model as well, depending on which graphics card you have. So you might have a 2080, 2080 Ti. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more graphics card GPU blocks coming out at a later date. So we have the Xd5 Rgb. This is the pump res combo. There is one outlet and several inlets on there, so it does give you quite a lot of flexibility. And obviously, yeah, you have the addressable RGB lighting as well as the PWM connector for the pump speed. Also, the other thing that I want to mention with this is the coolant temperature sensor, which is included. So you can actually put that into one of the ports and that runs off, and you can actually measure the temperature of the coolant directly through kind of like a metal probe. In terms of the CPU blocks, this is what I mentioned earlier with the Xc7 and the Xc9. So depending on kind of, you know, which platform you're using, whether it be the Xc9 for your 2066 X299 boards or Threadripper, or you've got the Xc7, which is for your kind of, you know, more consumer-based product. So you're looking at 1150X and AM4. So yeah, I guess this is the first time that we've seen anything like this from Corsair. We've known them to, you know, be probably the most prevalent brand on the market when it comes to AIOs, and this is just taking it now one step further for people who want to move into the custom realm. I feel like they've made it a little bit simpler, mainly with, you know, having the thermal pads on a GPU block and just a few other little things that they've done with these products that maybe we haven't seen before. I mean, another thing that is worth mentioning on the GPU blocks is the flow meter built into the actual block itself. This means that, again, you haven't got an unnecessary cost. You haven't got to go out and buy a fitting that includes a flow meter in there. It's just the little things that they really have thought about. And yeah, they basically have everything that you need to make your own custom loop, whether it be hardline or whether it be soft tubing. And I'll be honest now, the quality is fantastic. We wouldn't expect anything less from Corsair. And also, I've got to admit, don't tell EK, don't tell Bits Power, don't tell Barrow, but these are probably the best looking custom loop parts on the market. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. I'd love to sort of get some feedback. And remember, we will have a video of the rig that I've built using all this stuff on, I believe, the 6th of June. So definitely check back for that. Hopefully you enjoyed our coverage of Computex 2019, here looking at all of the Hydro X series from Corsair. I'll see you in the next one, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.